Do you remember those sharks from Spyro 2 that the moment you got close to them, they would take away your controls and chomp you down like the nightmare fuel that they are?
Oh!
Well, I had a crazy idea. What if we took those sharks and made them chase you everywhere through the entire game? Thanks to the help of Bun Baroness, we were able to make a mod for Reignited Trilogy that spawns a shark right there in every area that you spawn into. So the question is, can we beat Spyro 2 with this shark chasing me and basically chomping me down at every turn? Can I move fast enough to get away from it? And where am I going to get bottlenecked and maybe lose the run? Well, here's the story of how I beat a shark in Spyro. Getting started with the run, I found out very quickly that I was going to need the 99 lives cheat in order to even stand a chance at getting through this mod. The simple truth is that this shark, unsurprisingly, kills you everywhere you go, so you need to have all those lives in order to avoid getting kicked out to the homeworld every few deaths or so. But once I got these lives, I was off to the races. I blew through Glimmer and started to get underway in Summer Forest, where I started to realize something making itself evidently clear to me. I wasn't going to be able to get every orb in this game. Take the hockey, for example, in Colossus. That slows you down so much that there's no way you can even get a point or 2 points without the shark absolutely reaming your butt. So it was just evidently clear that I was not going to be getting every orb with the shark chasing my beautiful ass down. However, that doesn't mean we can't beat the game. All we really need is 14 talismans and some of the orbs in order to win. So my next goal was getting all of the talismans. And that seemed easy enough. Even with the shark mod, all you gotta really do is run to the end of each level. But my confidence would soon get the best of me as I entered Autumn Plains and reached my first major roadblock of the run. Climb. Yeah, climb was gonna be the thing that fucked me up on this run. And not because I couldn't afford it. I bought that shit up from Moneybags faster than Jeff Bezos could buy a planet. No, it was actually the speed. Spyro climbs up these ladders so fucking slow that a snail could prepare me a 5-course French dinner while sacrificing himself at the end for dessert before I even reach the top of one of these fuckers. But if you guys know anything about me, you know I love a good challenge. So I proceeded to get my ass eaten by this shark probably 50 or 60 times before I even ascended the first 2 fucking ladders of Autumn Plains. Yeah, this was gonna be a long one. But ascend the stairway to heaven I did, and I made my way into Scorch only to get my ass handed to me by Bombo, the classic, before moving on. It was at this point that I got a curious message in my chat. Man, if you have so much trouble with these ladders, how are you going to do Magma Cone? Magma Cone is a level that requires you to go to the bottom of a volcano and then ascend ladders nearly 100 feet to the top in order to get the talisman, which I needed to beat the game. I spent over 3 hours trying to ascend the ladders on this volcano, with the shark killing me at every opportunity. I was optimizing invincibility frames and damage abuses off the lava, wall glides, and different sorts of movement mechanics to try to ascend the stairs, the ladders, the fucking insanity in my brain just to try to make it go a little bit faster, but always, every time, it was just out of reach. And you know that every time, that shark would be right there to eat my ass. So I had to get creative. I had to think, what do speedrunners do? How do they get out of bounds and skip to the end of this place? It was going to be my only chance at getting the talisman. Well, it turns out there's 2 different strategies you can use to get out of bounds and skip to the end of the volcano. Well, the first older strat is to climb to the top of a ladder earlier in the level and then fly out of bounds, jump to a very far away lava ledge where you then damage abuse up to the orb minigame. To do this, gold sparks was a requirement for the damage abuses, and by the time I even got out of bounds, I would be at least green sparks, so this strategy was looking completely impossible. My only other hope was this painfully slow wall glide here by the life chest before the volcano. But as you can imagine, a slow wall glide tends to get interrupted by a shark trying to eat your ass. Did I mention that there was a shark chasing me the entire time? Yeah, that's kind of making these difficult, precise strategies even more difficult and precise. But because there was a life bottle right there, I thought maybe, just maybe, I have a chance in hell to grab this life bottle as I'm ascending the wall glide, replenish sparks before he hits 0, and get my way out of bounds to the end. But I'd only have one chance at it, one shot. If you hit that life bottle, it's gone forever. Well, I fucked it up. I hit the life bottle early, I missed the wall glide, and that was it. That was all she wrote, man. Fuck! So after 5 grueling hours, that's where my playthrough ended for the Spyro 2 Shark mod. Now, I do believe that if you're an expert in Spyro 2 Reignited any % speedrunning, that you might be able to reach the lava without losing sparks in that level, but that's going to be a job for someone else. I mean, I was already so burnt by that point, and you guys know me, I don't play Reignited, I play the actual good Spyro games, so it's completely fucked at that point. But I had one more chance, one more hope, a chance at redemption. You see, this mod didn't only work for Spyro 2, it works for Spyro 1 and 3 as well. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Well, Spyro 3 was going to be completely impossible as well because of the slow movement speed of side characters like Sheila and Bentley. But what about Spyro 1? Can we actually beat the Shark mod on Spyro 1? Let's find out. I got into that Spyro 1 playthrough bright-eyed and bushy-tailed with a chip on my shoulder. As a part-time soldier through the world of Avalar, I conquested through all of Artisans, 100%ing the entire homeworld. I was feeling kind of hot, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking, hey guys, maybe I can 120% this. But by the time I got to Peacekeepers, Magic Crafters, and some of these levels that have more kind of difficult terrain, I decided, look, if I don't want this playthrough to be 12 fucking hours, I'm just gonna try to get through any %. And although it was tough, although I had to grind at some parts, I pushed my way through, got 6,000 gems to exit Dreamweavers, and fought my way tooth and nail through Nork Cove, Twilight Harbor, and then eventually making it to Nasty Nork, where I did struggle a little bit with some of those thieves, with some of those platforms and enemies in the earlier levels. All of it was a grind, but we did kill Nasty in the end. And so, after a 2-day-long odyssey, we finally were able to say that we're beating Spyro the Dragon with a shark chasing me the entire time. I honestly would have never thought it was possible initially as a kid when I first saw those sharks chase me down in Aquaria Towers, but now that I've come out around the other side of this, I can confidently say, don't try this. It was pure pain and struggling and suffering. But I will say, as I went through it, I kind of got a bit of a relationship with the shark. I started to understand his ins and outs, his quirks, his personality traits. You know, I became one with the shark, one with the bullshit. And I hope that you can become one with all the bullshit in your life. Whatever shark is chasing you down and eating your ass, I hope you can overcome that shit and beat whatever game is in front of you. And guys, my name's Dayoman, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Damn.